Former President Donald Trump said he expected to be arrested next week in connection with the alleged hush money payment to Stormy Daniels. Trump took to his social media platform Truth Social on Saturday, March 18, and referred to himself as he wrote, "The leading Republican candidate and former President of the United States will be arrested on Tuesday of next week." He added, "Protest, take our nation back." The message appeared similar to Trump's January 6 speech at the Ellipse, where he told his supporters to fight like hell because they were not going to have a country anymore. The attack at the Capitol by his followers that followed the speech resulted in several deaths, over 130 police officers injured, and the call for former Vice President Mike Pence to be murdered. In Saturday's post, the reality show vet cited illegal leaks and defended himself, saying that he has not committed a crime. Although he offered no details on why he expects to be indicted, he went on to accuse the Manhattan District Attorney's Office of being corrupt and highly political. A spokesperson for Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg's office declined to comment in response to former President Donald Trump's post, per MSNBC. The outlet also reported that New York law enforcement are preparing for a possible indictment, with protests and violence to follow. Trump's lawyer, Joseph Tacopina, said in a statement on Friday, March 17, that his client will follow the normal procedure in surrendering to face criminal charges if he is indicted. The statement comes as speculation grows that Trump will not surrender and will end up facing extradition from his Mar-a-Lago home in Florida. Trump's post appeared to be in anticipation of an indictment by Manhattan DA Bragg over the $130,000 payment Daniels received to try to prevent her from sharing her story about her alleged Trump affair during the 2016 campaign. Trump's then attorney Michael Cohen paid the entertainer to try to silence her, with Trump's promise that he would reimburse him. Cohen had claimed that he gave the money on Trump's order, and because of the nature of the transaction, it could be considered an improper campaign donation, per the New York Times. Trump, who is also running for president again in 2024, recently clapped back at the possibility of an indictment in a short video on his Truth Social platform. "Our country has become the investigation capital of the world. Actually, that's all we do, and it's only good for our many enemies, our enemies that are laughing at us all over the world. They could not be happier as they brilliantly plot our demise and destruction. We have to get back to making America great again," he said. Cohen had been sentenced to 3 years in prison after he pleaded guilty to tax evasion and charges of lying to Congress regarding hush money payments back in 2018. He began his prison sentence in 2019, but was released on house arrest in May 2020. He was released from prison in July of that year. When Cohen pleaded guilty, he had claimed that the former president was the one who had ordered him to pay Daniels. The Stormy Daniels case isn't the only possible indictment that Trump is facing. The former president is also facing an investigation in Georgia for his efforts to overturn the 2020 election. An excerpt of the report that was released beforehand found that there was no evidence of widespread voter fraud and there were recommendations for perjury charges. Besides the Georgia and New York investigations, the House Select Committee investigating the January 6 attack on the U.S. Capitol recommended 4 criminal referrals to the Justice Department during a hearing in December. The committee referred him for counts of obstructing an official proceeding, attempting to defraud the U.S., conspiracy to make false statements, and insurrection. The DOJ is also conducting its own investigation of the January 6 attack.